Sports to the bone, people. Greetings, greetings, greetings. It has been a while. Yes, man, it definitely has been a little while since we have been on the live, but I am here. I am here for us to talk a little bit. Now, since the last time we were live, we had a World Cup final, and we had West Indies plunging out of the tournament. All different things, all sort of things happening surrounding our cricket that we didn't get a chance to address on a live show. I mean, we had quite a few videos that we would have had discussions in the comment section, but as it relates to coming out and talking, we haven't done much of that in a little while. But we're going to spend some time tonight. We're going to spend a little bit of time just to take a look back at our tournament, take a look at what's going to be, what we can expect, what's going to happen next, both from a red ball perspective and also a white ball perspective. So quite a few things to talk about. So, just take your time and come in as soon as you're on. You can just let me know what your thoughts are as it relates to the recently concluded T20 World Cup. Not only West Indies, but the tournament in general. I would say that I think the two best teams, they went to the final. I think I said that in a video recently. The two best team went to the final and the better team won. South Africa, we have said it before that, they are known to, I don't want to follow the trend and call them chokers, but they are known to pull defeat out of the palm of victory, if you want to put it that way, in major tournaments. So, I really wanted them to win, but that's just one of them things. So we have that to look at. I said it earlier that West Indies will be taking on a selected first class county 11 starting tomorrow at 6 a.m. Yeah, man, tomorrow at 6 a.m. And, we are looking forward to seeing these guys out there giving off their best, representing us. Yeah, man, we're going to dive into all of that. Before we go any further, though, I just want to say, shout out to everybody in the Caribbean. Hope you're all keeping safe. Based on what I'm seeing on the weather, Jamaica is expected to be hit by this hurricane by tomorrow. Barbados, they had their fair share of it. I think St. Vincent and the Grenadines and Grenada, based on what I heard today, they were the ones that got it the worst so far. I think one person I heard something about one Grenada losing one person, and I think St. Vincent also. So, I just want to say to all my Caribbean people out there, make sure you're all staying safe. Make sure you guys, watching what's going on. I know a lot of us as Caribbean people love to talk, oh, the storm now come, the hurricane now come. We pray it away. We pray it from Jamaica. God love Jamaica, so God don't love the rest of Caribbean. God don't love Barbados and Grenada and everywhere. Not saying people must not pray and no, I must not say God don't love them. I'm not saying that, but just take precautions. I can almost say, attest to the fact that I can almost say that equally as how God love Jamaica, God love the other places. So if other places get hit, it's not because you pray it away. So hope everybody's keeping safe. All right, let's get straight into it. I didn't come on to preach tonight, so let's get into it. So Marshall is on here. Marshall says, blessing sports to the bone. How you like the test squad to England? I think based on the players available, I think I am okay with it. I really wanted a stronger batting lineup or a stronger batting unit, but I don't think we had anybody else available. Right? I see people asking about Brandon King. I see people asking about Shea Hope and all these guys. We need to look and see what's happening. And a lot of these guys, got the opportunity to play and turn it down, citing that they were preparing for the World Cup. Now the World Cup has come and gone. Quite a few of them will be saying that, oh, they need to spend time with the family. They need to spend time with the family and, they need to spend time with the family. Plus, they need to do this. They need to travel here, travel there, vacation. You understand? These people making a lot of excuses why they are not supposed to play Test cricket, and we're trying to find every reason why they should play. But the squad based on who I think we have available, these are the players that I would have selected. Would have been nice to see King, as I said, and Shea Hope, based on the fact that we saw King playing some red ball cricket. We know that he's technically, well, he appears to be technically good enough. So and we know what Shea Hope is capable of. No one will forget in 2017 when he scored those double century, when he scored those double hundreds. I think it was at Headingley. Very exciting times. But then, so he's somebody that quite a few people were thinking of. Another batsman that his name was called a lot throughout the regional championship. He scored some runs. Wasn't the top run scorer or anything like that, but he did pretty well. He has test match experience under his belt. What's his name again? I'm always not remembering his name. Oh my gosh. He bats at number 4 or 5, I think. I think he plays for Leeward Islands, if I'm not mistaken. Oh my gosh. I will remember his name pretty soon, and I will say. But based on the availability of players, I don't really have any problem. I think our bowling, if our batsmen can score 270, 280, probably our bowlers will be able to go out there and do most of the work, do the rest of it. So yeah. All right, Sports at the Bone, how excited are you to see the West Indies bowling lineup in action? Who do you think will be the most dangerous bowler for us? I am very, very excited to see our bowlers out there. I think I said it in a video previously that I'm gonna miss Kemar Roach. Definitely gonna miss his experience. Coming up with plans. Gonna miss his ability in terms of moving the ball and all of that. But it's going to be fun to see the two Josephs operating, Jaden Seals, Jason Hola. I think I am, coming off that Australia tour. Obviously, we are all pumped to see Shamar Joseph in action again. But in all honesty, I am more excited to see Jaden Seals. My sound like I am out of it based on what Shamar Joseph did in the last series. But I can't wait to see Jaden Seals. He's not as quick as Shamar, you understand, but I think he's extremely skillful. And I was following up some of the work he was doing in the county championship over there. So I am looking forward to seeing him. Marshall, I was complaining that Casey Carty should have been in the team, in the squad also, but Casey Carty is not the one that I'm talking. I said Leeward Islands. I think Windward Islands, man. He plays for Windward Islands, but I think he bats like 4 or 5. Oh my gosh, he's an opener. I think I think he also opens, but he bats at 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh. And there is a guy on here that is always saying that he should be in the West Indies T20 squad. Oh my gosh, I can't remember his name. He plays for Windward Islands, man. He's always, majority of the time he's in, no, not Arthanes, man. Arthanes is there, not Alec Arthanes, man. Majority of the time, for 4-day championship, he's in the top 5, top 6 run scorers. But he's very rarely gets a look in. As I said, he got an opportunity. Sunil Ambrose, Douglas, man. Sunil Ambrose, Douglas. No, man, not Hodge. Sunil Ambrose, I'm talking about. Yeah, I was a little bit puzzled as it relates to why Sunil Ambrose and Alec and Casey Carty weren't invited. I know everybody cannot go, and I know based on how we did in Australia, they were going to look to keep the core of the core out of that group, right? So I can understand, but I don't know. Maybe I am missing something that CWI has always seen. Casey Carty, I think I can understand why Casey Carty cannot get around that test squad. You understand? He's probably not scoring double centuries and thing when it but the man can bat, man. The man has the ability. But it seems as if they are more interested in turning him into a T20 player. It seems as if that's what they are looking into. But if you want to have a group of players, a young group of players that you think you should be building with, this man should be a part of it, man. We have Shamar Joseph. We have the youngster from Guyana, Isaiah Thorne. We have Alzari, who is no longer very young, and we have Kevin Sinclair. Quite a few youngsters that we're trying to get a group together. For the life of me, I cannot see how you would be looking towards the future for our Test cricket, and this man cannot get not even into the squad. I cannot understand it. I can't understand it. I don't know if the batting will surprise me, but the batting unit does not have anyone who is in the top 10 or top 20 world batters, but the bowling is strong. Shamar will tear the British batters down, says Williams. You're right where the batting is concerned. We don't have anyone up there. Craig Brathwaite, the last time I checked, I think he's probably in the 20s. I can check it before we come off here. He's probably the only one that we can say yes, he's established, and you would expect him to go out there and settle down and bat long bat time. Not only bat time, but score runs. Sometimes we say bat long and bat time, and I don't know. But we still want them to. We still want runs, not just batting time. We want runs. But yeah, the batting is a little bit inexperienced. Not a lot of guys there with with at least 10 test matches under their belts. Not a lot. But a lot of potential. Let me just remind you of this squad real quick. So we have Craig Brathwaite and Alzari Joseph. They will be leading. Alec Arthanes, Joshua De Silva. We have Jason Holder, Kevin Hodge, Tevin Imlach, Shamar Joseph, Michael Louis, Zachary McCaskey, Kurt McKenzie, Gudikish Moti, Jeremiah Louis. We have Jeremiah Louis. We have Jaden Seals and Kevin Sinclair. The head coach is Andre Coley, right? So those are the guys that are going to be looking to represent us there. So, it's going to be very interesting to see how we go about it. The 4-day game that is starting tomorrow, that will give us an idea of what the players will bring. You understand? I'm not saying that we're going to, I'm not saying that we're going to get exactly the same thing in the test, but usually England, they would be able to put out a good 11, whether it is county or whatever 11, they are usually able to put out a good one. So, we are looking forward to seeing how that will go in terms of, how our players will manage. One of the biggest issues that we have had going into England is our top order batsmen nicking off early. Our top order batsmen nicking off early. You understand? Especially with those guys being able to swing the ball so well, that is something that, guys batting up there, the Alec Arthanes, Craig Brathwaite, who is now an experienced player. All of these guys will need to temper their aggression as much as we want them to score runs. Michael Louis, I am assuming he will be opening. You understand? He's the opener in the squad there. Zachary McCaskey has been with the squad for a little while, hasn't played just yet, but he will probably get a look in. So let us see. Big up Michael Louis and Jeremiah Louis, first two persons from St. Kitts to ever be selected for West Indies. Yeah, man, shout out to the brothers. People say they are brothers. Are they blood brothers? Are they brothers? I know they carry the same last name, but I don't remember ever seeing any real confirmation from traditional media. Funny enough, I should have asked. I asked, I was keeping this back until tomorrow when I put the video out. But I spoke to Jeremiah Louis earlier today, and he gave me a little message to put out to the supporters. That is the time I probably should have asked him. It was via text though. It was via text that I reached out, and he gave me a short message to give to the supporters. So I actually have that compiled in a video that I will be releasing either later on tonight or earlier morning, right? So yeah, man, early tomorrow morning or later tonight. So that's the time I probably should have asked him, But yeah, I see somebody saying that they are blood brothers, but it's good. It's definitely good. It's definitely good to see that, it's definitely good to see the two of them going out like that, representing St. Kitts and also representing the West Indies. Jeremiah Louis slotting in for Kemar Roach. I'm not sure what West Indies select. I'm not sure what the coach and the captain will do as it relates to Jeremiah coming in. If they are going to keep it as is, just let him slot in for Kemar Roach, or they are going to look to incorporate Isaiah Thorne into the mix. I know that Isaiah Thorne is there as a developmental player. He's there to get development. As it relates to traveling overseas and what to expect when you're playing at that level. You still want to phase him in. That's a big issue. That's a big issue that we have that is plaguing our cricket. You understand, both batting and bowling. For years now, when we have youngsters coming through, very rarely are they able to get shepherded in. Because our players hardly perform well. You understand? We have to boot them out and get, as we see one or two youngsters coming up, we have to try and get those youngsters in straight away. So it's not a case where they can sit on the bench, get a one game here, get a two game, get two games here, and then you take time, usher them into the environment. It's not a case where we can do that, because not very often we have people, older guys up in the age that's still demanding and commanding a spot in the team. You understand? So we will definitely see how it goes. What's your views on Imlak? I like Imlak as a player, Tevin Imlak. I like him as a player. He's a solid player in my opinion. You understand? He's a solid player. We know that he wicket keeps, but in terms of his batting, I like him as a player. I don't have any problem with him. You understand? Yeah, man. But it's going to be very interesting to see how our players will perform when they go up against the England players. They are also changing over the guard. They are also changing over. We know that Stuart Broad, he's no longer there. Jimmy Anderson, we see what's happening with him. I think I saw on the county website earlier today that he picked up 7 wickets. You understand? Jimmy Anderson picking up 7 wickets. I am actually looking to see if I can find the ranking of the players. But know that I am on the ICC website here. New Zealand, Kane Williamson rank number 1, right? Rank number 1, and he has decided to forego his central contract so that he can play T20 cricket. I mean, he has given of his best for years, and he's looking to rake in some cash for his family. So I can understand that, but to see a man rank at number 1 at the top still, and you're not going to really see him. It's tough. I think earlier I said that Craig Brathwaite is our highest rank player, and I said that he was in the top 20s. Not at all. I was wrong. Wrong as per usual. Craig Brathwaite is ranked 39. 39. Yes. So our highest ranked test batsman is Craig Brathwaite. Then the next one is Jermaine Blackwood, who is no longer a part of the squad. Jermaine Blackwood, 42. You understand? Quite a few of our guys, they are new. We're expecting them to perform in this series and, potentially break into the top 100. But Jermaine Blackwood at 42. Then we have to go all the way down to 62 for our wicketkeeper batsman Joshua De Silva. Then we have Nkrumah Bonner, who is at 63. And Nkrumah Bonner, as you probably will remember, is still recovering and resting. That is the last update we got from the selectors. They were saying that, they didn't take him to South. They didn't play him against South Africa, right? The last that when we played against South Africa, they were resting him and getting him ready for India. India series came and went. Nothing. 4-day championship. Didn't do too well for Jamaica. I think he got injured at one point also. 73, we have Jason Holder. Then Kyle Mayers is the next best at 76. Kirk McKenzie breaking into the top 100 at 80. Right? Tejaran and Shandopal, who is no longer in the squad, 85. Hodge, 87. And we see Ruston Chase, 89. Ruston Chase, probably we could look at him as another option as it relates to getting into this squad. My thing though is Kevin Sinclair, in my opinion, easily gets into this squad as our frontline spinner. And we noticed that Kevin Sinclair is also batting, right? He's batting well. He was the third highest run scorer in the 4-day championship, if I'm not mistaken. Plus, he did pretty well against Australia. So he's definitely going to get that spot. And Ruston Chase, unless they would have, they were willing to risk it to get him in as a specialist batsman. So, let me see. All right, let me see a couple of comments. What's your predictions for the series? I don't think we're going to win the series, but I'm expecting some very good cricket on our part. Well, let me not say very good. I am expecting fight. You understand? I am thinking that we might lose the series 2-1. And when I say these things, and then I say I want us to win, people say, how can you want both things? It's simple. It's simple. I want us to win, but my prediction is that we are probably going to come up short because of our batting, right? But the heart wants us to win, but looking at it and thinking about it, I think that the batting, we definitely need people to score runs. So as much as our bowlers, I am thinking will stand up and fight. I'm not talking down on the batsmen because they're obviously not going to go out there and just give away their wicket. Let me not say that. They're not going to purposefully go out there and give away their wickets. They are going to look to fight. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that goes. The team is very young and inexperienced. Only Brathwaite and Da Silva have some experience, and this is why Hope should have been included in the team, but these guys who performed in Australia. Yeah, man. You definitely have to give the guys who perform in Australia a look in. One thing you have to understand though, Carbon, is that, some of these guys, they get the call and they decide not to go. You understand? With some of these guys now becoming established T20 players, they are looking to milk that part of the thing. They are looking to milk that. All right? Guyana should be playing cricket by itself, too much talent. If that is the case and they want to do that, then, for them business that. But I don't really support this thing. Whenever I see these things coming up where people saying that whenever you criticize somebody from Jamaica, the Jamaicans will say that, well, Jamaicans should go and play their own as their own. Whenever you criticize somebody, a performance from somebody from Guyana, Guyana should go and play on their own. When I do it for Trinidad, Grenada, whichever, you hear people start getting their feelings and say that they should break off and go and play for themselves. My thing to that is that galam. You understand, galam. That is my thing to it. I'm not answering you, because you didn't say that. You didn't say that they definitely should. You are saying based on talent, they should. But if they are that talented, then all of them should be getting in the team. Unless you are saying that there's selection bias, which we know that sometimes, selection bias is there. Um, but I have always said that I have no problem with if the 11 best players in the region is from one place. I have no problem with them representing us, right? I have no problem with them representing us. The West Indies cricket team should always have the 11 or the 15 best. If it's a squad, the 15 best. So if you can find 11 from the same country and they are the best in the Caribbean, I don't see why you shouldn't give them an opportunity because you want to say that it's equal up. I don't believe in that. But if we believe that players that are not, if we believe that players that are not at that level should get in because you think they are good enough, then I would say that Galang go play on their own. This is an argument that we have seen for years. If the British batters go with Bazball style of play, they may score quickly, but chances are they won't score much. West Indies still have a good chance to do well. Agree? No look at him as an all-rounder and not a specialist batsman, although he can perform with the bat as a specialist, but I am looking for startups before he comes in. All right. Do we drop Hodge and play the Barbados batter who was on the team in Australia but did not play? Zachary McCaskey, you're talking Zachary McCaskey. I don't know if we need to drop Hodge. Hodge had a good knock against Australia. I don't know if we just drop him like that. Zachary McCaskey bats at 3 sometimes, and I think maybe this is in white ball cricket. I know that he opens sometimes for Barbados, if I'm not wrong, but I think it's in the white ball format. But I don't think we need to leave Hodge out. My heart still broken from the World Cup, so I will be going out to Birmingham to support West Indies former players as they face South Africa former players. I'm looking forward to seeing Chris Gayle back in action. Yeah, man, definitely should be fun. I am going to the warm-up match tomorrow. I'll get to have a good look at the players. All right, Frank. Frank is flexing. All of these guys that are able to go and see what's happening now, flexing on us. Boy, I wish I was in the position to go out and see what's going on. But I hope you all have fun out there, Which two bowlers should take the new ball for West Indies? I assume the bowling attack will be Azari, Hola, Seals, and Shamar. Boy, Travis always coming with those fiery questions, man. So this is my thing now. Azari Joseph is now the leader of the attack. Right? He's the leader of the attack. And he's the vice captain. As the leader of the attack, you would think that he needs to take it. But I have a big problem. I have a problem with Azari, especially taking the new ball. We want to utilize the new ball. We want to make sure that we are getting all the swing possible. We want to make sure that we are forcing the batsmen to play and not a lot of short pitch balls. Not saying that that's all he's capable of. So that's the only thing I'm worried about giving him. But him being our senior pacer there, I'm going to go with him. And Jaden Sears is the next. Jaden Sears is the next in line. Obviously, I'm not going to open with Jason Ola, even though the conditions would probably say, give him a go. Jaden Sears is next in line in terms of seniority. But the fact that Shamar Joseph is faster and he gets the ball to move also, I would probably open with him. And then Seals is very quick, and he's probably going to be able to get the ball to move around more than those two. I would probably bring him in when the ball. I mean, it's good to have him when the new ball is going, but I'm probably going to go Azari and probably going to go Alzari and Shamar Joseph. You understand? I still think Jaden Seals is the man. I have Jaden Seals as the man that will take majority of the wickets for us. But I am thinking we can probably use those two guys. But anyway, it go, man. I wouldn't have a problem. Anyway, it go. I wouldn't have a problem. I hope we win the toss and bowl first. I worry that we will set a bad tone for the series if we bat first. I can see us being 30 for 4 if it's overcast. Yeah, a lot of times when it gets overcast, we usually lose a couple of early wickets. I definitely understand what you're saying. The strength is in our bowling. So if we can go out there and bowl and set a nice little tone, it would be good. All the matches in the series will end in 3 days, says O'Neill Russell. All right, O'Neill, I hear you. I hear you. All right. My question is, we still have found any, or we still haven't found anyone to ponder and stick with Brandon King. My question is, we still have found anyone to partner and stick with Brandon King. You're talking about what, T20? Probably this CPL coming up, somebody will put their hand up, maybe we'll see somebody coming forward and doing their thing. We have a T20 series coming up that players will be looking to give off to show what they are capable of. So that is going to be very interesting, though. It's going to be very interesting because I don't see us continuing with I don't really see us continuing with Johnson Charles. You understand? There are a few youngsters there that might come in. So it's going to be very interesting. But as you heard just now, not a lot of our batsmen, is expected to bring a lot of resistance. But the same probably was said when we were about to go up against Australia, and we went and we did pretty well. So let us see. Let us see how that will go. But that is how it looks in terms of our chances there. Okay, I was trying to load something here. Blessings, Sherwin. Blessings. All right, so we spent majority of the time just now talking about the upcoming test series. I know that most people trying to move past the T20 World Cup, but if you have anything major, you didn't get a chance to say, I am still willing to read it. I agree with Travis that will bring the attack. I think Seals will be our most dangerous bowler. However, the bowling unit has a potential lethal look about it. I agree, Frank. I definitely agree. I agree. You understand? I agree. Tell me why Casey Carty is not in the squad. Sherwin, you just came on. I spent a couple of minutes talking about it. Probably about 5 minutes I spent, asking the same question. I couldn't tell you. Maybe the selectors, they are seeing something that we're not seeing. They are selecting him as a white ball player, it seems, it seems so. So it's, let us see. Jason Holder has more experience and more runs than some of the guys in the 11. Don't you think it's time they give him a more responsible role, a role that can help West Indies both batting and bowling? All right, when you say give him a more responsible role, what do you mean? Hold on. Excuse me. Yeah, what do you mean? When I say give him a more responsible role, what do you mean? because for years we had Jason Holder there, as the primary all rounder. Uh, his bowling has always been there. The batting not so much lately. The batting not so much. You understand? But when you say give him give him responsible, what responsibility? What do you mean? Remember, Hola was captain for a while. We move away from that. We're obviously not going to go back in that direction, because we're looking towards the future. So what do you mean? Do you mean batting him up the order? I don't see that working. Do you mean bowling him as a primary, as a opening bowler? I still don't see that working. So you'd have to explain to me what you mean by that. Is Hola on the squad to England? Yes, man. Hola is there. Jason Hola is there. I gave the squad before you came on. So we have Craig Brathwaite, Craig Brathwaite, Alzari Joseph, Alec Arthanis, Joshua De Silva, Jason Holder, Kevin Hodge, Tevin Imlach, Shamar Joseph, Michael Louis, Zachary McCaskey, Kirk McKenzie, Goody Kishmoti, Jeremiah Louis, Jaden Seals, and Kevin Sinclair. So those are the guys that we have there. I will give Jason Holder more responsibility. I will make him an assistant coach. He should not be in the squad. As much as we expected, we West Indies to reach the semis. Believe that they did well enough looking back 2 years ago when they were not placed. Yeah, man. The thing is, because of how we were playing going in, as I said, quite a few of us were looking forward to us being in the semi-finals. You understand? But I agree. I agree that we are showing some sort of improvement. We are winning series and stuff. Winning games. So that's definitely good. As I said, one at a time, we didn't leave the group stage and we didn't qualify the last couple of World Cups. So, not too bad. I know some people don't want Hola in the starting 11, but Hola will be very important batting at 8, and he will also have to be the workhorse of the attack who keeps things economical at the end. Jason Hola is absolutely in my playing 11. Jason Hola is absolutely in my playing 11. You understand? It's just a pity that he has to bat that low because, he scored some runs the other day. But for the last couple of years, we haven't seen anything from him with the bat. But Hola is absolutely in my 11. Especially with Kemar Roach not being in the squad anymore, Hola is absolutely in my playing 11. You understand? I know we're excited about Shamar Joseph. We're excited to see Jaden Seals coming back from injury. But I'm not sending those guys out there. I'm not sending Jaden Seals, Alzari Joseph, Shamar Joseph, and Jeremiah Louis. I am not sending those 4 guys out there with by themselves. I'm not doing that. I am definitely not doing that. But then again, I am not the one selecting the 11. But me not do that start. For the first time in a long time, we have 3 attacking seamers at our disposal. And not only 3 good attacking seamers. You understand? 3 good attacking seamers. Smith's a good squad. In the World Cup, West Indies beat the teams they were supposed to beat and lose to the good teams. Let's see what happens in India for the next World Cup. Yeah, but the problem though, Armstrong, is that the good teams that we lost to, remember we beat them teams leading up to the World Cup in a man. We clapped South Africa and we recently clapped England in a T20 series too. You understand? So I agree that the teams that we won against were expected to win against them. And then the tougher teams, we're still expected to go out there and take care of them because of all the guys, how they have been playing over the last year or so. What kind of pitch will be playing on for the test? I don't know. Remember, this is overseas. This pitch, this is not in the Caribbean where we can say that we are preparing this pitch. They are over there in England. We're expecting them, as per usual, to have some grass on the wicket, on the pitch. Have some grass on the pitch. talking about our batting not holding up, the England bowling attack is probably not going to be as strong as previous years. You understand? They are still turning over, so we will see. All right. Hola, I mean, he can be very good once he gets himself in and his line and length is spot on. I just think he should step up more with both bat and ball. But no, what I'm saying is give some responsibility. Yeah, I agree that he needs to step up with bat and ball. I agree that he needs to step up. One thing is that he keeps he is very economical. He keeps the runs in check. But we would probably need to find him setting the batsmen up more and taking wickets. But he's one that will apply pressure and allow the more attacking bowlers to take wickets. And we want him to step up, but I still don't understand what you mean by give him some responsibility. He has it, he has it in terms of him being a senior player. But are you saying that he should be the vice captain or the captain? What are you saying where that part is concerned? Will you play Michael Louis tomorrow? Of course, may I play him. I am playing him, of course. He's my opener. He has to open, man. There's no other opener, probably only Zachary. I'm waiting on the Barbados people or even people that follow up the Super 50 in the Caribbean. I'm waiting on you all to correct me. I think Zachary McCaskey opens in 50 over for Barbados sometimes. But in terms of red ball cricket, Louis and Brathwaite, they're the openers in the squad. So he has to play. You understand? And we have him over there as a primary opener. We drop Shandopar, so we are bringing him in. He needs to bat tomorrow. He needs to open and spend some time out there. Yeah, man, I am playing him, man. Definitely playing him. I want Jaden, Alzari, Shamar, and Isaiah Thorne. All right, Sherwin. I already explained it still. So I'm not sending Jaden, Alzari, Shamar, and Thorne or Louis all at once. I am not doing that, but I hear you. The openers in these games going to be important. So I'm saying once they start good and find partnerships through the games, England and that Bazball go and find hard. All right, going to find it hard. All right. All right, yeah, man. Once we are able to see off the new ball, not only see it off, but see it off with some runs to me. See off the new ball with some runs. This is Jimmy Anderson's farewell test, so I expect the pitch to have movement to give him a good send off. By the way, Anderson took 7 for 45 today in the first class match for the season. Yeah, man. I spoke about it earlier that he took 7 wickets. Yeah, man. So. As you are saying, Travis, they are probably going to have a little grass out there to give him some assistance. Our batsmen just need to be careful. Whole of time I've been knocking on Father Time has been knocking on Holder's door for the past 3 years, says Sherwin. All right, I have a feeling one of batsmen going for. Not sure what you are saying there. Hold on there. Have a good attack, spin and pace. Yeah, man. Yeah, the bowling good for. Okay. Saying going for a big century. All right. Kirk McKenzie is my opener. All right. So Sherwin is opening with Kirk McKenzie and Craig Brathwaite. Okay, that can go on too. Yeah. They can do that. So bat first and take the game away. What you say? So Smith is saying that he thinks that one of our guys will score a big century. So he wants us to bat first and take the game away. I am batting Michael Louis third. All right. How good do you think West Indies bowlers will do against Bazball? I think we're going to do pretty well against them. We have guys that are skillful. So it's not only pace, right? It's not only pace. I know Shamar Joseph and Alzari Joseph bring the pace, but they also have the ability to move the ball, right? They have the ability to move the ball. Jaden Seals, he's definitely going to be a force. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with, right? This Bazball, them running down the pitch and doing all kind of things, it's probably not going to work as good as they think. You know, granted, Bazball, the batsmen, they know what they're doing, but I trust the bowlers. With Roach being absent, I believe Shamar will do the job in setting up the left-handed batsmen like he did these guys in Australia. Side my phone, I go. All right. Like I say, Shamar Joseph will take on that job. All right. Jimbo, I think Jimbo needs another chance. He's taking wickets and scoring runs in the regional tournament and good in slips as well. Jimbo needs a re-entry. So CT Blaze, all Jimbo needs to do is outperform Kevin Sinclair and consistently, and they will probably give him a look back in. And we have to remember that Kevin Sinclair is there as a spinner, taking wickets and also scoring runs. Man finished as the top, as the third highest run scorer. So you can understand why he had to go as a primary spinner. Jaden Seals is as fast as Alzari. He can get up to 190. He can, but he doesn't regularly stay up there. I know that he has the pace, you know. I am more looking forward to Jaden Seals' ability to you know, as it relates to moving the ball. You know, he's probably going to be more successful than Azar in this series because of his ability to put the ball up there. You understand? I am backing the batsmen to come good. Most of them were in form. All right. Sports to the bone. The out that David Miller gets South Africa. Showing the replay that the guy make a connection. I think he's saying that they are showing that the guy made a connection with the boundary. Based on what I saw, he didn't. There are a lot of clips out there that they look a little bit broken down. People trying to do everything to say that he touched it. But I don't have 20/20 vision anymore, you know. But based on what I saw, he didn't touch it. Jeremiah Louis gets a lot of swing in regional cricket, so he could do well in English conditions. Yeah, he probably yes. But I am happy to have him there, you know. I am happy to have him there. You know, I'm happy to have him there. But you know, I'm going to miss Roach, man. I'm going to miss Roach. I know people say that Roach is over the hill, you know. But I actually had this as Roach's last series. You understand? Potentially his last series based on performance. You know, not saying that I was ready to kick him out because, you know, he could probably go on and play well and things like that. But, you know, I really wanted to see him. I wanted to see him, man. Mm-hmm. All right. Hold on there. All right. So, oh, God. So. All right. Where test bowling is concerned now, where the ranking is concerned. I just told you that Craig Brathwaite is our highest rank batsman in test. Kemar Roach, who is no longer there, is our... Hold on there. I think Azar did that. So I'll go on as Kemar Roach, who is no longer a part of that series, a part of this series, is ranked 16 as our highest. Jason Hola, 20. Second, Alzari Joseph, 31. I have a feeling, though, Kyle Mayer is 35. I have a feeling, though, that at the end of this series, well, Shannon Gabriel is also there, 42. Jaden Seals, who is just coming back from injury, 47. Right? Shamar Joseph, 51. I have a feeling that after this, quite a few of our bowlers will be going up, you know, in the rankings. Maybe Roach will get a send-off in home condition. Again, my thing is, whenever we have our next series at home, if he's able to play the game, if he's able to make the team, then he can get that send-off. If we're going to play him just because we want to, give him a send off. I don't really buy into them sort of things. I don't buy into them sort of things. But if he's still able to make the team whenever we have that, then would be good. So this is So this is Jimmy Anderson's stats here. First innings, 16 overs, 3 maidens, 35 runs, 7 wickets. So that is the stats there that I am seeing. Yeah. Yeah, man. So that's the stats that I'm seeing there. Dropping Shandopal already, you think that was the right choice? I have no problem with it, I have no problem with it. I was going for Shandopal. I was rooting for him. I wanted him to stay. Even when people were calling for him to be dropped a couple of games early, I was like, give him these next 2 games. Give him these next 2 games. But I think not only because he wasn't scoring, I think it was the right choice to also protect him. To protect him also, if we are taking him to England and things not go too well, then that would be too rough. You understand? That would be hectic on him. Especially based on his technique. Him not mastering that technique. I'm not gonna say that batting like that doesn't mean you won't score runs, But especially in that English condition where they can move the ball and he's always getting squared up that easily. You understand? That's problematic. His father, I grew up watching Shivner and Shandopal, his father. He had the same stance. And one of the things that you would have to understand is that Shandopal, Shiv, he wouldn't get squared up like that all the time. I mean, when you had good guys like Glenn McGrath and some good bowlers, sending down some bars every now and again, you might see him get squared up and things like that, turned inside out. But it was happening too often with Tej. You understand? And once again, I am not saying that his technique won't allow him to score, because I have seen Tej, Shivner and Shandopal. Don't know how many of you know Forward Alam from Pakistan. He's no longer in the test squad. We all know Steve Smith and his weirdness, his stance also, right? So there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of players out there, but I think it was the right decision to sort of take him out of the limelight right now. If the young guys shine, there will be no room for a roach. And that is the thing, Sherwin. That is the thing. You get the opportunity, shine. That is the thing. That's the thing. I have always said that youngsters coming in need to be able to outperform the senior players. That has always been my thing. When is our next team tour, and how close are the likes of Kevlin Anderson and Kevin Wickham to being selected for the senior team? So I'm not sure if you mean when is the next tour after this England tour. That I will have to look into. Wickham is probably a little bit further down the pecking order than Kevlin Anderson. Anderson is probably close. You understand? We are always looking for a specialist batsman. I mean, Wickham is obviously good, but I think Anderson is closer. Kevlin Anderson, he's extremely talented. He's talented, and he has shown that he has the appetite for batting, staying down there and batting. So he's probably not too far. You understand? He's not too far. There are a couple of guys that I have my eyes on. I wanted them to score more runs in the recently concluded 4-day championship. Didn't happen, but I'm looking forward to seeing them scoring more runs. The same Anderson, Akeem O'Geese, who is now with the 18, the West Indies Academy, with the West Indies Academy. You understand? Guys like Teddy Bishop, Matthew Nandu. It's now time for these guys to come through. You understand? Matthew Nandu, the Teddy Bishops of the world. It's no time for these guys to come through. Jordan Johnson from Jamaica. Still, I mean, he's fresh from under 19, but he's been playing under 19 since 15, I guess. So, has a lot of experience. We're looking for these guys to come through. Just as how we see, Isaiah Thorne coming through as the pacer from the under 19 level. We want to see these guys coming through, man. I still want to see Shamar in the T20 against England. All right. I think Shamar will be getting games, man. You know, I think he will be getting games. Bless up, Irish. Bless up, bless up. A lot of people just coming on, you know. We have like 6 minutes to go. 1 hour almost there. 1 hour. We have 6 minutes to go, you know, my people. Quite a few of you are just coming on. We still have 6 minutes to go. So hold on there.
And the player is keen on the move. Green light from Manchester League to Manchester United now depends on the clubs because.
Hold on, it's no silly season, you know, my viewers and subscribers. But the regular viewers would know that I am a huge football fan. I watch a lot of English Premier League, so I was just scrolling and I saw Fabrizio Romano, the football guy, talking about a potential signing for Manchester United. So as much as I don't like to follow it up too much because I usually get let down with these guys rejecting my club. I still like to take a second look when I see these things. I would leave Shamar Joseph for test matches, my honest opinion. But the thing is that, you know, whether you want to leave him or not, teams will be selecting him to play T20 cricket, you know. So might as well they give him they utilize him. I have always think that when you have youngsters coming in learning the art of bowling, they need to play a lot of 4-day cricket. They need to play a lot of test cricket, ODI cricket, and you know not much test cricket, not much T20 cricket. Learning to put a spell together, learning the art of bowling. I've always said that, but with a lot of franchise teams going after the players now, I doubt we can really control it to that level where we can say that, you know, we are shepherding these guys into this sort of thing. We don't have the funds like India and these teams to put these youngsters on contract. What happens with India is that a lot of the youngsters coming through, they have to play a certain amount of red ball cricket. I think they call it the Rajasthan Trophy, and they call it another trophy. I think they have about 2 or 3 of those domestic tournaments or domestic championships. So, you know, the youngsters coming through, they have to play a lot of that before they can be considered. You understand? And, you know, we know a lot of teams, a lot of countries, they are able to pay the youngsters reasonably well to play red ball cricket. So, you know, that's one of the problems that we have. And I've always said it, that we think that we are patriotic, and when we see guys not playing for West Indies and taking up offers elsewhere, we think that they are not patriotic. We think that they just love grab money and stuff like that. But I've always said that we have to remember that these guys are making a living. You understand? It's the same reason you would leave your country working in a job to go and better yourself elsewhere. You understand? That's the same thing. For people to outrightly turn down the call from national team though to just play, you know, it's not a good look. But I can understand people taking up offers, you know, we're looking at it for entertainment. You know, these guys are looking at bettering off themselves, their families, and, you know, their children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. That is what a lot of these guys are looking at, generational wealth. Just to use a football example, I was reading something yesterday, and I see where Kevin De Bruyne from Manchester City, not straying too much from the cricket, but I saw where Kevin De Bruyne from Manchester City was saying that people were saying that he's going to Saudi Arabia, and he was saying that, you know, there is nothing concrete. He hasn't said anything to anybody like that, right? He's looking to negotiate with Manchester City to further his contract. But if an absurd amount of money comes on the table, then he will probably consider it, because he's looking to set up himself, his family, right? His children, and his friends. So this is how these guys are looking at it in terms of using their talents. You understand? And we have to agree that a lot of the guys in the jacket and the tie, you know, they are not necessarily doing what is the best interest for cricket. You understand? So some of the players, they are looking at this. You understand? So, you know, I would leave Shamar Joseph at, I think I answered that. Shamar has to develop his craft after 25 tests, then he can be exposed in to international T20 cricket. Okay. So while he's playing 25 tests, what is West Indies going to do to keep him from playing T20 cricket? Yeah. Shamar can be all format player. He can also bat. Why are we just giving him tests? Many Indian players play all format. How can he better his game and playing games? Raja, what they're saying is that they want to see him play test cricket to develop his game. I have always said that playing red ball cricket is the best way to develop your game. But with so many T20 leagues are around the world, I'm not sure if we can control that anymore. You understand? I'm not sure if we can control that anymore. I am, if we're going to compare with India and these teams, a lot of these guys that you see playing T20 for them, they have to play a whole lot of red ball cricket before they can even get a white ball contract. Sports Bone, it was heartbreaking to see West Indies select 15 guys for the T20 World Cup and later made 2 replacements. One batsman and the other a bowler play the replacement before the former guys. Well, it depends on the spot that they came in for. It depends on the spot that they came in for. I see a lot of people saying that guys came into the squad and they came in and saw other players and they got the opportunity over them. But at the end of the day, depending on the spot that you're coming in to do. If an opener get out, if an opener get injured and is no longer there, and you have a opener and reserve, right? You have an opener and reserve. Then you bring in I don't have a problem with you bringing in the opener and playing the opener. You understand? A lot of people saying that other people in the squad should have played as an opener, even though they haven't played that position since youth cricket, because they wanted to see those players out there. I don't really believe in that. You understand? It depends on roles, and Sammy and the rest of people said that everybody that they're selecting in the squad and also in the reserve, they are there to play. They are there based on rules. So if a man that is in the reserve is there to play as an opener, and somebody in the squad is an opener get injured, then you can't put a number 5 or 6 batsman to go and open in a major tournament, because you don't want to bring in somebody from the reserve and let him play over that man. It is like removing your new tires and driving with your spares. As I don't think so. I don't think so. It depends on what are you saying? So if you bring in a reserve, it doesn't matter what spot the reserve is coming in to replace whoever is in the squad should take that spot. I don't see that. I don't see that at all. But I hear you. A lot of people saying share the same opinion that you're putting forward. I just don't share it. But you all could be right. Azar Shamar Seals should also be our attack in ODIs, or ODI attacking has no penetration. ODI, yeah, I think that's what's going to happen, man. I think these guys are automatically going to be selected for the next ODI series. First change bowler in ODIs for West Indies always look very weak. We need 3 guys also in ODIs. Yeah, man. I think that's what's going to happen. I fit Azar, Shamar, and Jaden Seals will play ODI and Test cricket, man. Unless there's an issue and they are trying to monitor the workload. But these guys being fit will always play. So that is what I'm looking at. But we shall see. I think Sheo probably will get another opportunity as T20 opener. Yeah, I have no problem. I have no problems with that. But yeah, man, tomorrow, my people, West Indies will be taking on that selected county side, that county 11, and I'm hoping that we can go and give off our best. Hopefully, after the day's play, we can have a talk, and that talk will be something good. But we're going to leave it right here for now, my viewers and subscribers. We're going to leave it right here for now. Thank you all to the people that came out on such short notice. Thank you all for coming on and giving your opinions and listening to me mumbling as per usual. I appreciate it. If you are passing through and you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing. And yeah, man, please consider subscribing. No, man, I won't be streaming it. I will probably find a way to watch it and you know, and see if I can do a recap or something or a live after. But I am watching the game. Well, I watched most of the World Cup. I'll be watching these, but it's sort of difficult for me to do what I need to do during the days and pay attention to the live like that. You understand? But I will definitely have a comprehensive report at the end of the day's play. But thank you all for coming on. I appreciate you guys. Stay safe. And as I said, just as I said at the beginning of the video, especially for you all in the Caribbean, stay safe. We know the hurricane business going on. It's heading to Jamaica based on what I'm hearing. It is set to hit Jamaica by tomorrow. So make sure you are all staying safe. I heard that, you know, Grenada and St. Vincent and the Grenadines, they got it really tough. Barbados, I heard, got some water also. You know, I'm hoping that you all can can stay safe, you know. Yeah, man. But thank you all for coming through, and we will touch base again. Sports at the Bone, you should try and make USA team. As far as I am concerned, I am just an armchair expert, my friend. I only can sit down in the chair and talk. You know, I was barely good enough to play high school and college cricket. I won't be able to play any form of international cricket. I am just a man that sits in the chair and talk a lot. But take care, everybody, and we'll touch base again. Blessings, everybody.